Hello, everyone, and welcome back for another round of Task Tuesday. I'm your host, Kristen Seaholm of the KS Experience, event consultancy, industry resource, and community builder. Today, I am so excited to talk to you guys about SMART goals. Now, these aren't just super smart goals. They are an acronym for specific, measurable, attainable or achievable, relevant, and timeline or timetable or timely. Whatever it is that you have with the word time, I'm sure it fits the description. SMART goals is an incredibly useful tool to be able to realistically achieve your goals, whatever they are. It could be personal, it could be professional. This is just a really great way to really kind of break down the actual goal that you're looking to achieve and then work on an actual game plan on how you can achieve them. A lot of times our goals are just far too vague and too broad. And so halfway through, or maybe even the very beginning, we end up not really following through because we haven't done anything to actually help us achieve these goals. We just throw something out there, see what sticks and hope that it all works out for the best. So SMART goals is a really, really great tool to be able to ensure that you are actually going to achieve what you set out to. Now for this project, we only need a couple items. A piece of paper, 8.5 by 11 is fine, a pen or pencil, and then let's go ahead and bring in some colored pencils or markers again. Just like with mind mapping, we want to make sure that our brain is really soaking this in as much as possible. Now, to get started, we're going to draw out our little flow chart, if you will. Go ahead and tie in a little bit of visualization here. So let's go ahead and draw the framework. And then from there off to the side, we're going to draw out for our SMART goals. So we'll go ahead and write out SMART just to kind of remind us for each level. At the top of the page, you're going to have your intro goal, which will be your more vague or broad answer. And at the bottom of the page, we're going to type out for our SMART goal, which we will have nice in a with a little bow on top by the end of this. And now we will go ahead and dive in. So my example for today is going to be increasing revenue, which I'm sure we all really want to do this year. Now, as you can imagine, this is a pretty broad goal. If I just, went with this goal, probably wouldn't see any increased revenue by the end of the year. This isn't going to help me in any way to make more money. But by applying SMART goals, I'm going to have a really great action plan by the end of this. Now, starting with S, specific, be specific. We want to cover the who, what, where, when, why as much as we can. We want to make sure that this goal is something that we can break down into actionable items. So for my example, for increasing revenue, I'm going to make this a little more specific. So I'm going to say that I want to increase revenue by adding on 5 new clients this year. Now, depending on what your goal is, this could be something completely different. You could want to add, 7 clients. So you could want to add 2 clients, but increase your rate. So whatever it is to you, by all means, do not follow my game plan here. I'm just using it as an example for us. So M, measurable. How in the world am I going to track my progress on this besides just hoping that contracts can come in and I can, count 5 new contracts? So I want to kind of break this down a little further. I'm going to add 2 mini tasks for myself to make sure that I'm actually holding myself accountable and tracking my progress along the way. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to reach out to 5 new people within my network each week. This way I can check in, I can see how people are doing, I can refresh them on what my service offerings are and see if there might be an opportunity to work directly with them or if they know someone or someplace that could benefit from my services and maybe I can get a direct referral out of this. The second thing I'm going to do is I'm going to work on my social media game. What that means is I'm going to strategically post 4 times a week on social media. Now, I mean strategically because this has to be working towards a greater goal. If I'm just putting random posts out there that have nothing to do with what services I offer, then it's not really going to be relevant. No one's going to take me seriously on what I'm trying to do. They're not going to see what I'm trying to get out there. So from there, we have A for attainable or achievable. This is a moment of reflection. Do you have the tools that you need to be able to make this happen? Well, yes, I have Instagram, I have Facebook, I have LinkedIn, and I have email, and I have a phone and text message. From there, do you have the time to be able to do this? Is this realistic? Is it achievable? Is it attainable that you can actually set out to do this? Yes, I can reach out to 5 new people within my network each week. Easy. I could probably do more, but I don't want to bite off more than I can chew. So I'm going to start with 5. And if I can revise and increase that later on, even better. And is it attainable that I post 4 times a week? Yes, it is. We are on our phones how many times, how many minutes in a day? I can absolutely do that. I just have to be meaningful about it. I have to be intentional about it. So I need to make myself a social media calendar. I'm a very organized person. So I need to see, okay, on Monday, I'm going to do this. On Tuesday, I'm going to do this. Hence, Task Tuesday. So from there, we have R for relevant. Is this relevant? Is this relevant to you? Is this relevant to your happiness? Is this relevant to living a more meaningful life for you? Increasing revenue isn't going to be everyone's prime goal. For me, increasing revenue is definitely relevant for my overall success, especially after 2020. And especially with things starting to open up again. So you basically want to make sure that this isn't a goal that someone else is pushing on you, but this is coming from within you, and that's something that is really meaningful to you and that you know that you're invested in it. Otherwise, you know, as you continue along, you're going to put other priorities in front, and it's going to, you know, fall apart before you know it. And then our last piece is T for timeline or timetable. So this is where you're going to set yourself a deadline. This is where you're going to hold yourself accountable. This is where you're really going to tie everything together. So for myself, I want to increase revenue by the end of for this year. So my deadline is going to be by the end of the year. And then I'm also going to put a timeline on my mini tasks. So I have that I'm going to reach out to 5 new people every week, and I'm going to strategically post on social media 4 times a week. So everything that I'm working on has a really good timeline to it. Every week I'm holding myself accountable, and by the end of the year, I'm going to see the payoff from that. Now that our beautiful chart is filled in, it is time to write our SMART goal. Let's tie it all together now. So for myself, I'm going to increase revenue this year by attaining 5 new clients. I'm going to do this by reaching out to 5 new people within my network each and every week, promoting myself, checking in, seeing if there's opportunities for work there or for referrals. And then I'm going to work on increasing my social media exposure by strategically posting 4 times a week, at least, minimum. From there, I'm going to see the payoff. You're going to see the payoff. You have to. You're making the little steps each and every day, each and every week, month in, month out. You are being intentional. You are manifesting your goal. There's no way that you're not going to meet it if you hold yourself accountable on these action items. So that's it. That is SMART goals in a nutshell. I would love to hear from you. I'd love to hear if you've heard of SMART goals before, if you have used it, what your thoughts are. I'd love to hear if you did some SMART goals after watching this. Please go ahead and drop it in the comments. And for those that want to level up, please send me a message. I would love to work with you on creating your SMART goals for yourself, whether that's helping you through, you know, step by step, letter by letter, or maybe it's you just need an accountability partner. I'm a fantastic accountability partner. So please let me know how I can help you. That's what I'm here for. And I just want to see everyone succeed as much as possible. So I hope you all enjoyed this week's Task Tuesday, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Have a wonderful week ahead, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.